Hey guys, welcome back to Ace of Spades Tarot. I'm Aisling, and today we'll be doing the collective energy read for the sign of Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or Mars, or wherever Pisces falls in your prominent placements in your natal chart. Okay, so let's see. Just reminders that time is fluid in tarot, so whenever this reading finds you, trust that that's when it was meant to. Also, that the gender in tarot is fluid, so despite the characters, the genders depicted on the key cards, we all have masculine and feminine energy within us. So please place the energies where you see fit. And as always, if this reading resonates with you, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, share, and leave a comment. It's the only way I can know if things are resonating with people or not. And let's see, anything else yet? Well, reminder that this is also it's a general reading, not a personal one-on-one reading. So as always, take what resonates with you and your situation and the energies surrounding you, and leave the rest. And if you find that this reading does not resonate with you, as it likely won't for everyone, because again, it's general reading, then please feel free to check out the readings for other signs in your chart, as those might resonate with you more. Okay, so starting off, I'm going to get some overall energies from Caroline Mrs. Archetype deck. And we all embody these archetypes throughout our lives at one point or another. And as with everything, each archetype has a higher self attribute and a lower vibrational attribute. The good and the bad, the dark and the light. So this is a time for you to be kind of honest with yourself and see where you might find your energy residing in. If any of these cards resonate with you, if one of them, or I'm gonna get about three, so 1, 2, or 3, or none, but tarot is about the truth, so I'm getting to the root of that, and so it's a good time for you to take a good look, and just be honest with yourself. It's just you and you, so we always want to strive for the higher attributes, obviously, but we can admit to ourselves when we've maybe sunk into a lower energy. Okay, for Pisces, please, Spirit. 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 Sorry. For Pisces, please, Spirit. Make it clear. These cards are very thick, so you can always feel free to fast forward through the shuffling. I know it can take a while sometimes. For Pisces, please, Spirit, make it clear, please. For Pisces, please, Spirit, please make it clear. For Pisces, thank you. One more. For Pisces, please, Spirit, make it clear. Make it clear. One more for Pisces, please. That was not a good shuffle. One more for Pisces, please, Spirit. Nope. One more for Pisces, please. Come on. One more. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. So let's see what we have here. We have the Goddess, the Addict, and the Mother. Okay. So the goddess, the light attributes are the feminine expressed through wisdom, nature, life force, and sensuality. The shadow attribute is exploitation of the female nature and form. The addict, the light attribute helps you recognize and confront addictive behavior. You see the character kind of pushing it back against and saying no. And the shadow attributes comprises integrity and honesty, compromises integrity and honesty, and allows an addictive pattern to have authority over your inner spirit. And then the mother, the light attributes are nurturance, patience, unconditional love, joy in giving birth to life. And the shadow attributes are smothering or abandoning children, instilling guilt in children for becoming independent. So, and again, some of these things, like in terms of the mother, it could be about not necessarily a child in the physical sense of the world, biological mother, children, or adopted children, not necessarily a person, but it could also be a project. It could be a creative endeavor, a business. Take it as it resonates. As always, take everything as it resonates for you. And now, further in, going to get a card from the El Key Oracle deck, which is She Who Is in French. Again, gender not important. It's about the energy of the cards. So don't let the fact that it's a female depicted. She who is present. Now, awareness, acceptance. Beautiful. Okay, so we'll see how these things tie in. When you're in a mother, and this is a mother kind of energy, when you're in that mother energy of nurturing something and caring for it and having unconditional love for it, and the joy that you feel inside of bringing it to life, you are present at every moment, which is beautiful, which is a beautiful attribute to have. And also in terms of the goddess and the addict, these things that when things come up, you confront them. When you are present in who you are present in your own wisdom, in your own sensuality, in your own chi, that life force energy. You're present in your breath work, and you're mindful about your body and how it's of use to you. So okay, beautiful start. For those who resonate with those lighter attributes, and for those of you who don't, that's okay. It's just about how can we balance things out, and how can we raise our vibrations. So now let's go into the tarot and see what wants to come out for Pisces, please, Spirit. Oh. Seven of Cups. Okay. What else for Pisces, please, Spirit? Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars for Pisces, please. Second time in a row. I believe it was in Aquarius's reading, they got the King of Pentacles in reverse too. So maybe you're dealing possibly with an Aquarius, or someone who has Aquarius prominently in their chart. I mean, it is a card of, it's a court card of Taurus. Could also be dealing with Taurus. Judgment. Okay, 2 tens, kind of endings and beginnings there. Heeding the call. Let's see what comes up next for Pisces, please. For Pisces. 10 of Cups. Too many. For Pisces, please, Spirit. For Pisces. Nope. For Pisces, please, Spirit. Okay, for Pisces. Pisces, please, Spirit. World under the Judgment. Okay. Interesting. This. Oh, my cat plant is scratching me. Sorry about that. is very ticklish. 4 of Cups. Okay. 5 of Pentacles. 3 of Cups. And I think Aquarius also had this at the end of their reading. Anything else here for Pisces, please? Very different energy, though. This reading feels very, very different. Okay, let's see. Anything else? 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Again, I believe Aquarius had that as well. Interesting. Anything else? You might be Pisces. You might be on the Pisces, Aquarius Pisces cusp yourself, or you might have a lot of. But again, this is a Virgo energy here, and another 3, the 3. So you might be seeing 3s a lot. 3 of Pentacles. Anything else? The Hanged Man, which is your energy. I'm going to leave that at the bottom of the deck and leave it face up. We're being told to stop here now. So this is your energy. Actually, it is similar to the Aquarius reading in a different way, but in also different. Okay. I'm just being told how to move these around a bit. Okay, I feel a couple of different stories going on here. I think there's a point, you're either at a point in your life, or there was a point in your life where you were, there are a lot of options available to you, and perhaps you weren't so discerning in what cup you chose, and perhaps you chose a cup that led to kind of a downfall of your material abundance, tangible abundance. And in this position, it also can be kind of a card of hoarding and miserly, and whereas typically the King of Pentacles is kind of a father figure, a patriarchal figure, takes care of his kingdom, full of abundance. This is someone who's not playing that role, right? Maybe kind of encountering the shadow aspect of the mother, the pair of the archetype. And we have Judgment, which is kind of like, hey, wake up. This is your wake up call. The Judgment is it's interesting because we have the Judgment as the last, the World is the last card. We all go through all the stages of the major arcana in our lifetime. We have to pass through them and learn the lessons, and we start again. And it's a continuous cycle. You see the World, the laurel wreath is a 0, which 0 is the number of the card of the Fool. So it's like you end one cycle and then you start again as the Fool and start the journey over, hopefully wiser and having learned the lessons karmically and otherwise that you needed to learn. So from Judgment into the World, it's interesting. I'm also getting strongly that this is what you want, this wish fulfillment, to this 10 of Cups, this emotional fulfillment, right? Happy life, happy everyone's cups are full, everyone's, our heart is full, there's joy, it's beautiful. But it's interesting how it's almost as if like you're seeing this from the perspective of the 7 of Cups, where it's you think it might be this, but it's really illusory, right? And then beneath the King of Pentacles, we have, this 7 of Wands here, which is so much like, having it below the Addict card, where it's pushing back against this resistance, right? And it's kind of an unseen force because we don't see any other characters, just this one person defending themselves and pushing back and holding down the fort, if you will, the same way this character is as well. So maybe at some point, you know, this for some Pisces out there that have possibly struggled with addiction, because, you know, the Seven of Cups can be a card of addiction as well. Kind of going through life, you know, in a haze, or, you know, with, it can be, you know, substance abuse. So perhaps this is an ongoing battle for you, but you need to master that before you can get to this emotional fulfillment. And it means heeding the signs, heeding the calls, so you can close out that cycle. And I think there are some of you that feel, I mean, to have the Four of Cups and the Five of Pentacles right next to each other like that, you know, it's a card of feeling left out, a card of feeling like, you know, not seeing the signs. It's for me, it's also a card of depression. I mean, so is this Five of Pentacles, you know, a card of kind of spiritual impoverishment. But it's also a choice, because they're choosing to remain outside in the cold when, you know, they could go. The church window behind them is fully lit up, you know, which means there are people inside the church. The church could keep them warm, but they're rather choosing to stay in this position. All I have to do is walk in the church door; it's open for them. All this character needs to do is look at the cup that's being, you know, divinely offered to him, instead of, you know, focusing on these three cups. And it's interesting that it's then flanked by this other Three of Cups here, right? Which can be a feeling of partying too much and negating one's responsibilities in order to party. And again, not seeing, if you want to get to this Ten of Cups, you can't stay in this Three of Cups energy, right? You can't, because one day then you wake up and you realize, wait, I'm this wounded warrior, right? I'm you know, maybe I've collected all these wands or conquests or things, like, you know, but I've been through the wars, and now all of my chakras are blocked off, and I'm not letting anyone near me, not near any part of me. I'm not letting anyone, you know, get to my wands, get to my, like, that's the only thing that I have left to protect. And I'm going to guard them with my body fully. And then we have here this Eight of Pentacles in reverse, you know, which is, again, it's not doing the work. So, but we have a Three of Pentacles, which means collaboration. So, and you know, with the Hangman at the bottom of the deck, it's really about going within and seeing a new perspective, gaining enlightenment through a new perspective. But you don't want to stay up in that position for too long, right? Because, you know, then eventually nothing gets accomplished. So maybe it's about saying, hey, listen, I'm down on my luck. I want to get to this place. I want to get to this wish fulfillment. This abundance, you know, this Ten of Cups, this abundance. I'm trying to cut out, you know, complete cycles. I'm trying to heed the call. I keep seeming to miss it. You know, maybe there are some people around you that are bad influences. And maybe it means cutting those people out, instead of holding on so tightly to just because it's familiar, that you're missing the, you know, again, you're missing the calls, you're missing the signs, you're missing the front door of the church that will welcome you in and out of the cold. And it's not a religious thing, it's just a metaphorical thing. And I'm getting strongly, like, if you're someone that is going through a period of depression, as I can imagine many people are right now, it would not be surprising, nor is it anything to feel bad about. Then this is your sign. This reading would be your sign to reach out to somebody that you trust, or a counselor or doctor, you know, and say, hey, I think I need some help here. I can't keep defending this all on my own. I can't keep pushing back. Eventually I'm going to succumb, and the cycle is going to start again, and I won't know which to choose, because I've lost sight of myself. And, you know, she or he who is present, if you're always present and you're mindful, you don't lose sight of that, right? So you could be so present in the moment that you forget about other things, like, and that's fun. That can be fun, but it also means, again, negating sometimes your work or your obligations, but to pursue things that aren't helping you move forward and build a solid foundation. Because that's really what the King of Pentacles has a solid foundation, right? He has a kingdom that is built, and he's sitting there on his throne in luxury and in abundance. He takes care of his family. He nourishes his kingdom. There's food on the table. There's water in the wells. So it's about taking those first steps, so you can close the cycle out for good, and taking time out to do that. Maybe it means going to a retreat, going to a rehabilitation center. I don't know. You'll know what resonates with you. I think this is a very specific reading for some very specific Pisces. You could be working, or sometimes it could be working so hard but not getting anywhere, spinning your wheels. I mean, addictions come in all forms, right? It could be workaholism that actually causes you to forget about what's really important, meaning your family and your friends, like the people that really matter to you. That can also be the King of Pentacles in reverse, and defending, but again, there's a cost that comes to that, right? When you're just spinning and that hamster wheel keeps going and going and going and going, and you don't ask for help until you're just burnt out, just completely burnt out, burning the candle at both ends, and just needing time to rest. We're going to be addicted to all sorts of things. So let's just quickly clarify. This is pretty straightforward. So what is this? What is the King of Pentacles in reverse, please, Spirit, for Pisces? King of Pentacles in reverse, please, Spirit. King of Pentacles in reverse, please, Spirit. The Emperor. Yeah. So this is, and again, this is kind of like, the Emperor. The Emperor is all four kings. So it could be that there's someone in your life that's very controlling. The Emperor can also be controlling. It's Aries energy, also Capricorn for me as a reader. And it could be you feel like that person is keeping you in a King of Pentacles in reverse position, like not letting you're not able to get ahead, you're not able to break through the barrier or the wall, you're not able, you keep getting pushed back further and further on the cliff, and you're no longer able to hold your footing. Or it could be that this is how you envision yourself, and this is what you see for yourself, but the reality of the situation is different. So let's see. Only you'll know if these are two different energies, or if this is, all part of your energy. Can I get one more for why is the Emperor for the King of Pentacles in reverse, please, Spirit, for Pisces? Why is the Emperor? It's Three of Swords. So maybe in the past, there was a heartbreak, or you're going through a heartbreak currently, which has made you feel like you've lost your footing, made you feel like you've lost your abundance. It's very possible. Maybe that's something that you're dealing with. That can certainly lead to, again, a 3-3, a 3. That staring at these three cups, feeling like forlorn, missing the other cups that are being offered to you. But we also have to remember that Three of Swords is in our mind space too, right? It's not just our physical heart, but it's in our mind, because swords are about our mental energy. So yeah, Seven of Swords in reverse. So perhaps, this in the upright, this can be kind of a tricky little card there. Thief in the night, someone who is, there could have been a betrayal. Maybe it's unclear, having it come out in the reverse, exactly what the betrayal is, whether it was on your side or the other person's side. But something doesn't feel good in the heart space and in the head space, and is leaving you kind of blocked off, defensive, and defending yourself. Why do we have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, please? Why is the Eight of Pentacles in reverse? Please, Spirit. Thank you. The Chariot. So yeah, you might have made a decision. You might have made a decision that wasn't the right one for you, as we kind of talked about here. Choosing, not being so discerning in the cup, not all that glitters is gold, and thinking that you were making the right decision. You know, and Chariot is also, it's a card of movement and of making choices and definitive choices, but it's also kind of the pre-emperor card. You know, it's like the emperor, a younger version of the emperor. And so you know, you might have kind of made this decision, or you might have made the decision to, you know, to travel the path with the emperor and realize that the work really wasn't being put in, not on yourself or on the other person. This could be a business partner as well. Again, take as it resonates. Why is this Four of Cups here, please, Spirit? Why is this Four of Cups? You know, sometimes like this combination of cards to me could be taking the easy way out, or thinking you are, you know. I'll just hop on the Chariot and go along, and then I don't have to put in the work. But that never really works out, does it? Yeah, because look, we have the Four of Cups, the Five of Cups, and the Ace of Swords, the Sword of Truth. You know, understanding. And this is the three. You know, you see the cup being offered, staring onto these three cups. These three cups have now spilt over. You know, and mourning that loss. Not paying attention to the two cups again, not paying attention to the two cups that are still standing behind, and realizing kind of the truth of the situation, realizing, you know, some inner truths about your own emotional vulnerability, your own emotional state. Let's get one. Yeah, we have the Three of Cups again, and then reverting back to, you know, when we get, you know, double cards like this, it's really like, this is like your fallback, right? Like, fuck it, I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna go have a good time with my friends, fuck all of this, I don't care. But every time you do that, and you don't pay attention to that sort of truth inside you, that inner compass, you know, and you don't deal with your emotions, you end up in this emotional and spiritual impoverishment. And yeah, Eight of Swords, which is like being blindfolded with all of these thoughts, and not wanting to see them, and not wanting, you know, not choosing to keep yourself bound, not seeing the path forward. You know, it's a mental prison of your own creation, just like this is a kind of a physical prison of your own creation. So it's like you do it to yourself. It's like, again, talked about self-sabotage in other readings. It's self-sabotage, but, you know, it's in a way, I feel like it's your fallback. It's your fallback contingency plan. When things don't work out, you just resort back to doing what you normally do, and that's the definition of insanity, right? Is doing what we all. And when you want to reach this, clearly we're not reaching that for a reason. So something's got to change. Something's got to be cut out. And sometimes there needs to be an old, like, proverbial cleaning of the closet, right? And really ask yourself, are these friends good for me? Are they good for my best interest? Do they have my best interest at heart, or do they just, you know, am I just a party friend, or you know, am I a clutch for them the same way they're, you know, a crutch for me? Because at the end of the day, I feel like I'm being burnt out and having to defend myself always. So why the Hangman? Why the Hangman in reverse, please? Both, you know, Six of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. Taking time out to remember what really matters, right? Taking time out to remember the simpler things in life. And seeing solid offers when they come in. You know, the Knight of Pentacles, he might be a little more boring. He might be the slowest moving knight in the deck. He might be kind of by the book. He or she, you know, again, not gender specific, but the offer is solid. You know, whatever he offers you is solid. And to build your, you know, to build your abundance, you know, especially your tangible abundance back up, we can't just hop a ride in the chariot and say, okay, I'm going to surpass the work and just going to end up here. It means going through the stages and putting in the work and doing it, you know, either by yourself or with somebody that might not seem the most exciting at first, but certainly isn't going to leave you constantly having to defend yourself, battle, sink back into places that you don't want to be, build yourself up, round and round and round. So and that's what's going on. And I think if you take a time out, and now is a very good time to do that with all of this, you know, Saturnian energy and kind of karma, a period of karmic retribution and truths emerging and whatnot. It's a good time to kind of take that time out, reset, and try to see things from a new perspective, a healthier, clearer perspective, one where you're not blocked, guarded, and you know, constantly defending yourself because you feel vulnerable to prey or to predators. You know, the hangman hangs himself upside down, and he's open to any predator, but he's not afraid because he has his inner wisdom now. Okay, so this is we're going to grab two cards here, the Symbion deck, and it's similar to the archetype cards where it's like something, you know, so this is what's keeping you in jail, and that's what we just talked about, right? Mental prison, physical prison. What's keeping you in jail? If you just turned around, if this character just turned around, he would realize that the door has never been locked behind him, and he can leave. But instead he chooses to stay because he never turns around and gets that new perspective. So this is really perfect to tie up the reading. One more. Let's see one more. So it's about turning around, seeing that cup that's being offered, heeding the call, taking the time out, doing the work, seeing that the door is unlocked if you want it to be, but you got to turn around first. Yeah, okay. And this is very much like the Devil card, right? So you could also be dealing with the Capricorn. But you know, these are two people that are bound together, chained together, and in the grips of the devil there. So, and again, that can relate to addictions as well. So again, this is, I think, a very specific reading for a very specific group of Pisces. Could be just one or two of you, but it's not allowing yourself to be chained to unhealthy things. It's being able to see things clearly so that you can make wiser decisions, so that you can achieve what you want to achieve, which you have absolutely every right to achieve and every ability to do so if that's what you want. Okay, just to finish up, just going to grab a crystal to end the reading. What would be helpful right now for my Pisces that resonate with this reading, please? Yeah. Oh wow. See, Azurite. Get laser focused. Let's show you there. Azurite. Get laser focused. So that's what we just said about seeing things clearly, right? Getting laser focused, and that hangman laser focused because he's taken that time out to see things, to see clearly. You know, to adjust his focus from a different angle. Okay, so thank you so much, Pisces. If you lasted to the end, I really appreciate it. Please do like, share, and subscribe if this resonated with you, or and comment, please, because that's how I know. Again, if this resonates with anybody or with somebody that's close to them or whatnot. And again, personal readings or any other questions you may have, my email is in the description box. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of the whatever week you're in when you see this, and namaste.